Hey, what's up, guys? It's Anime Talk with Izzy,
So,
and today's anime is My Hero Academia episode
62,
62, right? I don't remember. I just literally forgot.
65,
Stop. We're not doing this shit again.
62.
Oh my god.
It's episode 62.
Let's just get into the episode. Well, this one was a really good one. It's like the conclusion, I guess, to like the whole hectic season.
Yeah.
You know, and it looks like it's about to start a new chapter.
Mm-hmm.
The episode itself had looked like it was two parts. Like in the beginning,
Yeah.
that guy with the two face. If you guys remember him, it's the guy who's able to copy multiple.
He's in the League of Villains.
Yeah, the League of Villains, and he's able to copy multiple items twice.
No,
Oh.
he has two personas, so like he can.
No, he can
clone
copy
himself.
stuff.
He can clone himself.
I think he can copy anything twice.
I don't know.
Well,
No, he
after
said
this,
he can
we'll
only
find out after this, and we'll think about it. But yeah, he's able to clone himself and keep on doing that. And it was telling us the backstory of why he has like a second personality, and what the reason was. And it looks like he just went crazy. Yeah, because
so he kept on cloning himself, and then he was basically letting them do
like
everything.
he was trying. He wanted to be a
they
king.
were his like slaves,
Yeah.
basically. So, and then one day they gathered up and teamed up together, and then they almost killed him. So after that they tied him up,
And they killed themselves.
Yeah, they were fighting. They're like, "Oh, I'm the real one. I'm the real one," and then they all killed themselves. Like they were killing themselves.
And I was thinking, why can't he just, I don't know, like release the cork or whatever he was using?
Like cancel it out, you know?
Yeah, what the hell?
But I guess he had no control over it.
It looks like that he doesn't have any control over it. And right now is like the aftermath of what happened. Now he's crazy. And he's just going around the town, basically like...
the League of Villains, they split up right now. They're looking for more recruits.
Mm-hmm.
And so they can look like for the best recruits if they split up. So that's why he's by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then it had like some transitions to the different members and what they're doing.
And that guy with the glasses looks like the guy from Hunter x Hunter. You know what I'm talking about?
The
fat guy, and he was talking to like this girl that had like this big buffed up girl who had like ponytails, and it's like he looks like the guy from Hunter x Hunter. He looks like the younger version. I don't know.
He has like red hair ish.
Which is weird.
Yeah, and the guy from the Hunter x Hunter, he has white hair, so
he looks exactly. They do look alike.
But yeah, and then it went back to him, and then there is villains, and then they came across other villains, and I guess they got in their way, so they made a fire.
And the villains they crossed actually came from the beginning. Like the two-faced guy, the two personality guy, actually saw a group of villains steal something, and
they stole a cashier.
Yeah, and it looks like it was like a few hours later or something.
Yeah.
And what happened? And it was another group of villains attacking the other group of villains.
Yeah.
And they're like, these guys are weak, and they look like they're gonna be deadly. They look like they're gonna be the main villains.
They're gonna be in the League of Villains.
This is the season 4. It's all gonna be about them, I bet you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like it, and it's like 3-4 guys with like hawk or
they
eagle
had like a mask.
Like their beaks, bird beaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they look like they look very threatening and scary.
Yeah.
They look very powerful, and there was like one guy I saw on the top of the sign, and there's like a guy with a hoodie just watching him. I don't know if he's with them or what's going on with that.
No, most likely he's with them.
I didn't see a beak on him.
Oh.
And I don't even know what their group is.
But yeah, it looks like that the guy with two personalities is gonna
recruit them.
Yeah,
because he looks like he's like, oh, they're crazy like me. I'm gonna recruit them.
And that's why he's like, that's why he said he's like, oh, we need people that are not normal like us.
Mm-hmm.
So then it went to
and but it doesn't make you think he's like, man, like there was nothing really wrong with him until he like he could have been just a hero or just a normal civilian.
He used to be a troublemaker.
He said he's like, I'm not like these troublemakers.
No, he said that
I remember he
used to
said
be
that.
like those kinds of troublemakers that would do like the littlest things.
He said he doesn't like to do that. I don't know. I remember. We have to go rewatch the episode now. We have to go rewatch the episode now. Anyway, so after that, it transitions to
the class in UA. It was class A.
Yeah, and not class A, but like in general, like all the classes.
They were talking first, and then
what were they saying?
They were like, oh, because you remember that part where the girl with the pink hair was like shading Aizawa for what he was doing, and then he glared at him.
I don't remember that.
At her, but yeah, it was the class A, and then it was them, and then they were going through the hallway.
Oh, the whole. Okay, yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Keep going.
Yeah, and then the other that guy, the blonde haired kid, is so annoying.
Yeah.
He can sound he's so annoying.
You know who he reminds me of again? The guy from Hunter x Hunter, the guy who can play with his phone, but he looks like the depressed version of him. You know the guy from the Spiders of Hunter x Hunter, the guy who was on his phone or something?
Yeah.
It's a blonde guy, the same haircut and everything. He looks exactly like him. He's just like one guy looks like the happy guy, and the other, like the guy from Hunter x Hunter looks like happy. And the one in My Hero looks like he's like crazy and sadistic and like depressed. That's
so
what
that guy came up and he's like, "Wow, you guys had a person that didn't make it." And
he said two people, remember? He said you have two people
who didn't get their license. And then that.
No, wait, no. Before that, like he's like, yeah, they didn't get that, and then one of the guys from class A was like,
that's what
you were talking about. Yeah, he's like, oh, so
I bet you're the only one that didn't make it, and the rest of your class did. And then
he stood for like 20 seconds.
And then he looked down.
Or I don't know what he was doing, and he took a while to answer him. That wasn't an answer.
And then he's like, all of my class made it, like all of them.
And they all came out of nowhere posing.
And they're like so annoying. Like, oh my god, this kid.
Yeah. I
and
hope
then
Class A destroys them in another like.
Yeah.
Tournament.
And then that one purple-haired guy that looks kind of depressed went by, and he's like, "You guys are blocking us." And then
I don't know what was the point of that. Just showing that he's still there.
And then they're like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, class, let's go."
And then some of them were like, "Whoa, he looks buff."
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah, he's like that. Hey, he's the guy that fought Deku. Yeah. And then they're like, he looks a little bit buffed up though. Like he looks different. And that's kind of like suspicious.
They're gonna either like do some kind of.
That something's gonna.
They're involving these classrooms for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I think I remember one of them saying that that they're gonna start doing classes together, Class A and the other classes. They're gonna do like one of the like.
Oh yeah.
One of them.
The one girl with the blonde hair that was in that annoying guy's.
A group, Class B. Were they Class B or C? I don't know.
I don't know. Probably no, Class B, I think. And then that girl, she was a exchange student, and she came or something. She transferred there, and then she's like, "Hey, I can't believe we get to work together, like on something." And then she said that blonde-haired kid, he told her to say something. But anyways, they went to the assembly. That's why they were in the hall. They were going to the assembly, and then the principal
started talking about his skin.
He was talking about his fur and how he's shedding, and he needs to take care of himself.
So I'm like, okay, thanks, I guess. And then I think he was just saying like, oh, he's restless. He doesn't. Because of what's been happening this whole summer.
He's like, you guys have to take care of yourself and stuff. And
it's
then
like,
he
so
was mentioning
weird.
stuff about how, like, the past events that happened, like how All Might went down and, like, our top, top.
Like, tier? Oh, wait, what are you saying?
Whatever. All Might came down. Like, he's done with, he can't do anything. And then, while he was he was talking to everybody, All Might had like a flashback to him and the principal, Mouse, and then he's like, I need someone to succeed me, or like I need like a descent.
Like, yeah, they're just basically saying what was the, like, giving the idea of what All Might was gonna do before he became a teacher. He was looking for a protege or someone to pass on the power.
Yeah.
And that was the whole point of why All Might was working there, to relax and find that protege.
And then it zoomed on on this one of the students, and then the guy had like blonde hair. And then after that.
Oh, that one, yeah, that one's a weirdo. I thought he had to do something with the movie because I remember seeing memes about it, and I thought it had to do something with me, but it looks like he has nothing to do with it. And he looks. Why do they have so many Johnny Bravos in My Hero Academia?
Yeah. So they went back to the dorms, Class A, and then oh no, they went back to the class. Yeah, they went back to the class.
Oh, the main class. Yeah.
And then they were asking what was the student study.
The work student thing where they like they actually get to work with heroes, not as. Like,
and they were all confused on it. Like, they were confused by it because
they didn't know
what it was. And they
it was
were
like, what was the point from before? Yeah.
That girl, Orochi, that one
Deku's
girl.
wife.
Yeah.
Deku's
She was like,
future
wait,
wife.
what was the point of all this? Why did we do it?
Because she was freaking out.
Yeah.
She was losing her shit. And then, what's the name of the teacher? Aizawa? Aizawa was like explaining why, because you get connections. When you went through that tournament, the whole thing with one-on-one, the whole, like, you know,
Yeah.
what was it, like a spring, what was it, festival? Yeah, it was a festival, yeah. The whole thing, that whole festival was for them so they can get connections with heroes.
Right.
Yeah. And after that, he was just explaining about the work program and how you do it.
Yeah, and then it transitioned to the dorms, and then they were all talking about it, and then it went to that one iron guy or the lightning guy or the guy with the balls in the hair, and then they're like dusting like, hey, what happened, Bakugo? I thought this was your job, and then Bakugo's like, this was Midoriya's job. Yeah, so it showed like they were cleaning while the others were like having.
And they're not allowed to actually, you know, talk
and that's
about.
the thing. Midoriya's. I wish there were two. Midoriya had trash bags, and he was like, "Hey guys, get your trash," and so I'll take them all at once. And then they were all talking about school and what happened in like the work study thing. And then
he's getting
like,
pissed.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, I'm missing so much. And then Ida came in and then he's like, hey, we can't talk to you about anything. So don't
he
try
came in
anything.
so aggressively though.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you can't. We're not allowed to tell you anything.
I bet you're wondering how much you missed in school, huh?
Oh yeah, because they had like a moment where it looked like Deku was having a voiceover, or it was talking in his head, and then what's his name? What's his name with the guy? With the Ida was like over there actually saying what he was thinking out loud.
I bet that's what you're thinking.
And he's like, no, that's what Deku said. And then after all that whole crazy thing about he's not allowed to learn
because
what they're learning.
Because they fought, and since
that was one of the rules.
House arrest, they can't. Nobody's allowed to talk to them. That's what Ida said. He's like, the teachers told us specifically not to tell you guys anything what's happening in school. So then after that, he had the trash bags. He went to throw it out, I guess, and then a face popped up from the wall.
And judging him, the face was judging Deku.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo. God damn it.
Jazz, Johnny
Bravo.
Johnny
I had it in my head. Yeah,
Johnny Depp does not have blonde hair.
Yeah.
Well, he can if he wanted to, but no, he doesn't have blonde hair. So you can't make that comparison with Johnny Depp and All Might or that blonde kid.
I get it. It was a mistake.
Anyway,
I'm only human.
And then there was there's this weird blonde haired guy who has a quirk where he's able to merge with anything he wants, because his face.
That's actually really good because it's perfect for spying.
Yeah, and
it's a perfect.
Until he has his random face comes out, like like it looks so funny.
It
looks like a toy.
No wonder people are making memes of it.
Yeah, I saw memes about it before because the sub version was like 3 episodes ahead, I guess, or 2 episodes. Yeah. I saw that and I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah. And we gotta back away from those spoilers, jeez. But yeah, that guy started coming out, was
and then
talking.
He popped out of the ground again. And then Deku's like freaking out, like, who is this guy?
The whole interaction was just that guy. He was just trying to understand why everyone was talking about him. Talking about Deku?
Yeah. The guy's like, oh, I've heard of you, and I'm glad I get to meet you now. And then Deku later on, he's like, I remember that. Like, I know I saw him before. And then that was when he was in class, and then he, like, in class, he was like, I'm gonna, like, prepare. I'm gonna do everything that I can to do my best, of course.
Do you think All Might has to do something with that guy? Because I remember in the beginning, All Might was staring at him, but was it just maybe a coincidence?
Maybe he was gonna
have
him as the successor.
Because he's that guy, the guy with that ability where he's able to merge with anything around him, it looks like, and his face would pop out. He actually is the top 3 students.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about right now. They're in class, and then Deku joined in, and then they were really like Aizawa was like, okay, since Deku's already here, let's really talk about work study.
Which is still messed up because I'm like, okay,
Bakugo,
is not there. What the hell?
Yeah, and then
what's Deku? Why Deku? Unless they're doing this thing where he's like, they give a little bit of information to the main, and then when Deku comes, they give a little bit more, and then when Chakan or Bakugo.
But
which is still bullshit,
I don't
though.
think they care about Bakugo.
That's bullshit, no.
Because, like, Deku, he's, like, he's focused in school. Like, he's that one kid that it'll be hard for him to miss school. That's why he was going crazy.
And I think that's probably why Deku got mad. Deku got mad because he's not able to learn more.
Yeah.
But Bakugo is mad because everyone's making fun of him. So
Yeah.
there's a difference. And he doesn't even give a shit that he's missing out on it, I guess.
So Aizawa was like, hey.
Wait,
so,
actually, but remember, Bakugo could be a changed person because he said he's going to do better than Deku.
maybe not in school. I doubt he's going to be.
Yeah, anyway, go for what we were talking about.
Yeah, and then Aizawa, he introduced these 3 people, and then they walked in, and it was that one blonde guy that had that ability that was to pop out, or like just like go through anything, and then a girl that had purple hair, and then a guy with short purple hair-ish, like dark purple hair, and that's where it stopped. It ended, and then I think Deku was like, "Oh my God, it's that guy."
Yeah, and then...
Yeah, and they're called the Big Three.
And it looks like this is the next chapter. Which
Yeah.
I'm still not aware if there's more episodes.
Yeah, because
right
I feel like it's a part 1, you know, because like they just introduced them.
Yeah.
Like
So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna add more episodes, or is there
maybe one more?
Because I know
episode.
season 4 is already in production.
Then I think.
And another thing is, I saw on the Funimation page, it looks like there's another My Hero Academia intro. Or no, I think I was looking at Black Clover. No, I saw something like that. So I'm like, wait, is there a new intro already? So I don't know.
I think that was Black Clover.
Maybe, yeah. All right, go for it.
So I'm guessing after next week's episode, they're gonna end it.
All right.
Yeah. And then they're gonna have the other season.
At least we don't have to wait long. That's what people are saying right now, and I hope.
Isn't it subbed already done?
I don't know. I didn't check. I always check to see how many episodes they are. I think they are done.
I think probably so. If they're done, then it's probably gonna be like probably just one more episode left for us.
Yeah, I'll check it out. We'll
if
see
not,
what's gonna happen.
Then no
yeah.
more. And then
we'll look into it more and give you guys all the news here because we're the #1 anime news website, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that right? Since we just started in September 1st. Did we start in September 1st? I don't remember.
No, we started in like September 29.
Probably. Anyway.
We started like a long time ago.
I guess whatever. So anyway, that was My Hero Academia episode 62. And this was Izzy and So. And catch us on Instagram and Twitter.
We have everything linked.
No, we don't, because of whoever's using a podcast format, they're not going to be able to click on links.
Well, sucks for you.
Well, anyway, it's going to be, for the Twitter and Instagram, it should be Anime is Talk.
No.
Anime Talk is now.
This.
No, because, you know what I found out? The last podcast,
now.
the last podcast you did that, you actually messed up on one of the names. That's why I sent you that message.
For Instagram, it's at anime_talk_is_now.
For Instagram.
Twitter.
It's on it. Anime Talk is now.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you didn't.
No, that's what I was going to say.
But
that's
no,
last time.
No, that's why I sent you that message. Remember when I sent you that message?
No, that's what I
that's
said.
What I said. That's
Fine,
what I said.
I'm gonna listen to it and then.
Listen to it. She doesn't even listen to the podcast. She doesn't even listen to what she says. I always listen to them.
I have to deal with the stupidity.
That's all for today's podcast. See you guys on the next one.
So bye.
Shut up.